Don't go anywhere, because I have a really important question to ask you. What do you mean I have to suck up to neo-Nazis to be considered right-wing?
This is so stupid.
Wait, what do you mean that liberals are demanding I publish a formal apology letter written in my own blood because I hurt their feelings?
Neo-Nazis are mad that I call them neo-Nazis when they claim to be paleo-conservatives? That's like me getting mad that someone called me straight instead of heterosexual. No, wait, don't tell me. The liberal hippie furries are mad. Yep, and they're calling me a Russian bot.
I mean, we literally have a healthcare system that operates like a business, trying to profit off of people's suffering.
No, listen, please. Why did I ever get a manager named Karen?
It seems my career is crashing and burning. Kinda like Onision. You remember a few months ago I made a video where I said I was done talking about Onision? Well, guess what? I'm not done talking about Onision. By now, you all know who Onision is, and if you don't, well, you're just too young. And in that case, you probably do know who Onision is, only he's that creepy anonymous guy in the chat room demanding you call him daddy. Onision is a figure who has been under constant scrutiny, and even before these serious accusations were levied against him, I always hated Onision. He was always a beta loser to me once he made those shitty videos on feminism. But you know what? I do think that we need to extend the same level of innocence until proven guilty even to Onion Boy. There's no question that Onision is annoying, unlikable, and generally smells of Mountain Dew, desperation, and divorce, but when it comes to the type of accusations being levied against Onision, I do think that innocence until proven guilty is something everyone is entitled to. But today, we aren't talking about anything serious. No, today we're gonna be clowning on Onision for hitting the strangest, most twisted, embarrassing low I've ever seen. Okay, so where do I even start? I assume we can just skip the intro by now, right? Onision, this is him, he's stuck in 2009, hot topic, emo, joke, insert liberal joke, haha, cuck. Yeah, you've heard it all before. Recently, however, Onision was accused of serious and explicit sexual assault allegations, and the case is currently under investigation, I believe, by the FBI. So this is serious, this is no joke. And I think that's the problem for Onision. You see, he's always been able to play off his past controversies as some kind of a joke. His controversies have always existed primarily on the internet. This is his first real-world controversy, and I think Onision is really out of his element here. And that, among loads of other things, is why Onision's channels are not doing well. He's been bleeding subs for the past year now, and his viewership is dwindling. His videos are bombed with dislikes, and he usually has the comments disabled. As you can imagine, this is seriously hurting his financial situation as well. That's right, Onision recently lost his Patreon, and he's allegedly in debt to the IRS, $500,000 some dollars. So what do you do when your money is just bleeding out? Well, desperate times call for desperate actions. Kind of. Remember in the beginning of this video, I told you that I had a very important question for you? Well, here is that question. Would you like to see this strapping, handsome fellow naked? Because apparently someone somewhere answered that question with a resounding yes. Maybe they were schizophrenic or in a coma. Here is where we meet the iDubbbz content cop, OnlyFans. For those of you who don't know, OnlyFans is a newer website that's been rapidly growing where people can pay for and post amateur pornography. Now, as a strong believer in the resurrection of Christ, I look down upon this kind of thing. But generally speaking, sex work is real work. I mean, we live in a capitalist society. If it sells, there's an industry for it. So, Onision went ahead and created an OnlyFans account. And I know this doesn't really make much sense. Like, who would go to OnlyFans to see Onision? Plus, OnlyFans is just a website for literal boomer virgins who don't know that porn is free, so they're busy buying sleazy pictures while they wait for their shipment of mail-order bride. So you may think this is definitely somewhat of an embarrassing new low for Onion Cuck, but my friends, it gets even worse. It's about to get even stranger. Onision, being the cowardly little cretin that he is, couldn't actually post naked photos of himself, and he probably couldn't pay one of his side hoes to do it because that'd be bad for PR. So Onision cursed us all with an abomination not even God has the power to smite. Onision began posting CGI renderings of himself naked and himself performing sexual acts on himself.
What am I gonna do, Doc? There's nothing you can do. She's in shock, and she'll only boot in safe mode. She wouldn't want that kind of life. Being kept alive by strictly machines? No. I have to pull the plug.
It seems that in honor of Islam, my computer has exploded. However, in honor of Easter, my computer has miraculously risen from the dead. So let's get back to viewing the thing that has killed my will to live. Here's the first one. Pretty cute, right? I mean, it looks like someone had a little too much free time, downloaded 3D Blender, and just went to town. He probably had way too much fun designing, texturizing, and rendering his 3D scrotum, although not pictured here because God is real. Look, humble also. He even has a picture of himself hanging next to him. If you aren't feeling secondhand embarrassment yet, just wait. Here's one of the lesser explicit ones still, and I even had to heavily censor this for YouTube. However, you can always check out my OnlyFans account for the uncensored version. I'm kidding, guys. Unless... Yeah, so I don't really need to explain this one, right? I mean, it's just an act against God. Not the anal sex, there's really nothing wrong with that, but the CGI is seriously horrendous. This one also has some erotica text, so it would seem. Yeah, you like that, girl? You like me bleeping you? I don't care how horny you are. Just read that in Onision's voice, and suddenly, a life of total and complete abstinence seems like the best way forward. I kind of do like how this depicts Onision screwing himself, because it's just like his real life. His behavior is constantly screwing him over. Maybe in a way, Onision is subconsciously admitting this, with this specific CGI render. Is this art? Is Western culture being destroyed? No. And if you actually take pride in Western culture, you're probably a beta bitch with no real-life accomplishments. I can't even show this picture entirely, but I promise you the text will be enough. I love shitting rainbow turds into your mouth, Onision 1. This reminds me of an unruly 8th grader's computer class project. Also, why Onision 1? I'm pretty sure the last thing we need right now is another Onision, and even in this creepy CGI sex hell Onision has created, the thought of 2 Onisions shocks me worse than Mike Pence. Here's another one he did, which is, just great. I mean, 2 things I hate. Onision and equestrians. Like, he keeps posting CGI porn of himself. Someone somewhere must be paying for this. I just want to know who. Like, did someone sign you up as a joke? Because I'm seeing this shit for free, and I would literally pay to not see it. Okay, I guess we'll do one more. Here we go. A naked cartwheel. Who would even do that? And wouldn't that kinda hurt? Yeah. And what would happen if you seriously injured yourself and you needed medical attention, and then you were plummeted $10,000 in debt? Because as we all know, getting hurt costs money. I get we're in some desperate times, but Onision, we already have a virus sweeping our real world. We don't need whatever internet STD you're spreading as well. This is some kind of insane new low, even for Onision. And you know what? The guy keeps getting weirder. I just recently saw a police report where he told officers, quote, "I didn't fart on my dog." Thanks, Onision, but you did fart on the entire internet. I think Onision's mental health is really taking a serious toll from being a career narcissist, Or more realistically, he's always been a deranged sped, and he's just now being kicked off of the short yellow bus. I mean, let's be honest, you have to be a little nuts to do what Onision does. So in summary, if you're ever in a tough financial situation, just take a Java class and start producing CGI porn. Remember, it's not internet prostitution if it's animated. Yeah, Onision continues to go crazier every single day, and he's just more and more proof that therapy should be mandated for Mr. Gregory here. All in all, Onision continues to spiral into complete and total unlikable madness, and what he'll do next, I don't even want to know. Onion boy, you're treating girls' hearts just like a toy. Onion boy, your destruction will enjoy. Onion boy, you're acting insane, but it's all a ploy. Now you're in the basement, can hardly even make rent. You wanna be a man, but you're onion boy.